Peace, this is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today, we're going to talk about how to upgrade your third eye, okay? Now, there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of content, there's a lot of lessons online talking about the third eye. I talk about it a lot. What the third eye is actually a projection of your own consciousness based off of your understanding of yourself in a higher octave of vibration. So once you hit those higher levels of vibration, you start doing your meditation, you start doing your energy work, your energy healing, your physical body starts to oscillate in coherency with your energy body, and then your energy body starts to see as totally complete clear energy. And that's basically what your third eye is. Your third eye is basically your entire body. Alright, when you're able to see energetically, you're able to actually cohere the energetic space as a point of totally self-awareness, like becoming that point of consciousness that knows that they exist, like at a God level, at a higher level of dimensional relativity, rather than the mundane level that many people like to just kind of hit the glass ceiling at and kind of stay there. So what this video is about is how to actually upgrade your third eye, upgrade your consciousness based off of a level of physics. So in my last video is basically what I talk about is getting your energy flow, getting your energy work and your embodiment of your own energy to spin coherently through your system well enough so that you can actually hold a conversation with you and your higher selves, either in your physical body, in your physical energy field, or telepathically, coherently and clearly. Okay, this is just going to be an extension of that. The last video I did was upgrading your inner operating system. Check that video out, because I'm just going to expand from there. Alright, but I'll go over the basics. Okay, so as I said, the third eye is the whole body process. Alright, you exist as an energy body first and foremost. Before you're even born, from the fifth dimension, you come down here to Earth. Alright, and you're here to basically raise the vibration of the planet Earth into the fifth dimension. Okay, that's what ascension is. And it doesn't just stop at fifth dimension, it goes and goes and goes till we're completely out of duality altogether, which is above the 12th dimension. Alright, so to get yourself coherent so you know what types of energy beings you're dealing with, what type of energy is in your reality, first and foremost, coherently, what you need to do is kind of like understand your third eye as a projection energy center, based off of who you are, based off of like a Planck aspect of who you are. Okay, it's based off the Planck system. Alright, so the Planck system is basically a level of individual existential relativity where you exist in illumination. Okay, so in this state of illumination, it's like being in a microcosm and a macrocosm at the same time. So basically what you can perceive is like very small beings or very large beings in the same space. Okay, you can also zoom down very small, or you could expand all the way up very large, as fast or as slow or as at your own pace as well as you can, how you see fit. Alright, so what I like to explain here is the third eye and how it coheres to the physics of your own energy. Okay, everything is a torus field. Every single living thing is a torus field. Alright, I'm watching a butterfly fly by right now. That's a torus field. Alright, if you resonate with that form, just look at a butterfly. Alright, it basically has a little ant body at the center, and then it's got wings that flap. Okay, and those wings create lift. Alright, and that lift is wind, and that wind is basically creating a vortex around the wings to actually keep that butterfly flying. Alright, and that's basically what everything in nature is made up out of. It's made up out of a vortex of energy, spinning energy as a vortex. Alright, so it's the same thing as the sun. Alright, a sun is actually a spinning vortex of energy. It's actually flying through space and it's moving upward. Okay, And if you look at the physics of the sun geometrically, it's directly synonymous with the same physics of the human body. All right, it's a star tetrahedron in a sphere, in a torus field. Okay, and if you get into the spiritual aspect of it, the sun is actually alive. Okay, it has a living consciousness just like Gaia does. Okay, so you can commune with the sun. You can actually directly communicate with the sun telepathically if you like. Okay, and understanding these types of physics will help you do that. All right, so now to go a little bit deeper. All right, first, here's my diagram. Okay, you have to understand the torus. How the torus is a unified structure. The torus is actually a unified vortex of energy, and that vortex of energy flows as one seamless energy. It's like liquid energy. Like the sun is liquid. It's liquid plasma inside itself. Okay? Throughout itself. Like inside out of itself. Okay? And as it spins, it's like rejuvenating and replenishing itself as its own life force itself. And same thing goes with humans. Okay? You ever hear about people like look like they've gotten younger, or you've seen like people who are like 56, 70, they look like they're like, I don't know, like 40, like 50, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're younger than they actually look, because they've looked at the physics of what their molecular makeup is made as a human body, and they started to work with it instead of against it. Like Jean-Luc Picard. All right, shout out to all my Star Trek fans. All right, I bought this shirt before I even knew Jean-Luc was coming back into a second spin-off for an entire new Star Trek series called Picard. So it's like, I'm repping that all day. All right, so here is the diagram for the physics of the third eye. All right, it's like you're a living sun, okay? And you can utilize the physics of the sun to actually see through the darkness of the void of where the earth is at etherically, right? In etheric conditions through the darkness, okay? So here's the diagram, all right? So here we have, move this. So here we have diagram here, all right? So I can see it. Every torus is actually 4 toruses, okay? I know I said 3 in my last videos, but I actually come to find out that it's actually 4, okay? Now, this goes for the 7 sacred directions. It's kind of like you have to have stability if you have a rejuvenating, self-evolving, self-perpetual energy center, okay? It kind of flows through itself, and it actually stabilizes itself just by existing. Alright, so we don't have to go too far in the physics of that. Just understand that it's very stable, and it's very consistent, and very high potential for evolution as evolution itself. Alright, so I wrote here a sun. It's basically, it is a sun. Alright, it's also the name of an ascended master. Alright, so Taurus, then you have another torus, and a torus is a fractal. So inside of a torus you have another one, okay? So inside of a sun you have the heart of a sun, which is just more fire, okay? And at the center of fire, what do you have? You have more fire. It's just fire, because fire is also a fractal as the sun itself, okay? So here's where it gets interesting, okay? This is where you unify your hemispheres. Okay, this is where you unify your level of perception of the entire universe itself, or your entire reality itself. Okay, you kind of, well, at least I've seen people in the ascension community start to misperceive and miscalculate and underprocess the levels of understanding in the energetic upgrades that are happening right now on the planet, where it seems like they're running with 2 brains. It's like, oh, my left brain is doing this and my right brain is doing this, and then they're working with Metatron's cube. It's like you have to understand there's only one Metatron's cube. Like, that's the entire structure of the entire universe. All right, so same with the yin yang. Okay, except the yin yang represents the dark and the light and the dark. However, if you understand physics, all is light. Like, light physically makes up everything. You have darkness. What is darkness? It's actually nothing. It's actually space for light. Okay, so you have space for light, then you have creation itself, which is actually light. And what is light? Light is a sun. Okay, so like, this is like the actual physics, like the actual literal physics of how I'm able to actually see more directly, more clearly through the veil now, which is what I'm bringing to you. Okay, so a yin yang is just a completed torus. It's just a torus. Okay, and what we have as that completed torus, we have another torus with infinite sun energy within it. Okay, so instead of light and night, we have light and light. Okay, then we have suns rotating inside one massive sun. Okay, so this is basically how I use my third eye. Okay, like, this is literally like I don't want to sound like some type of nut, like some type of crazy person. However, like, this is literally what I figured out how to do, because like the etheric conditions have gotten so bad where I'm forced to actually go even deeper into my own consciousness, and I continue to test, like, break through, process, and perceive my own reality for itself, so I can actually get more into myself and get into more of my path and help you guys better. All right, so here's what I do with this new understanding. Okay, so basically what you have is 3 suns inside itself. Okay, now with my understanding of suns, okay, they're beings, they're light beings. Okay, it's also synonymous to how the human energy field already operates. Okay, so if you've seen my videos, you've seen how I talk about how I have light higher selves and night higher selves. Basically what it is 3 levels of existences inside one physical vessel. Okay, it's like, there's artwork all online about it. Have you ever seen some type of art where you have like one being looking forward, another being on one side, and another being on the other side, looking directly on the outside perimeter from that center being? That's basically what you're embodying as yourself, as your third eye, except you are just one being. You're just operating that same system. Okay, so with this system, basically what I have is this entire sphere as my third eye. Okay, then I have my 2 physical eyes as basically like mini suns. All right, so that works for me. That's what I do. I feel like this level of energy work and understanding will actually help you guys. And if you use it for yourself and you understand it for yourself, especially if you enter the source field and do this for yourself there, this is where it has that optimum level of potential, and you're able to actually get a lot clearer and actually operate and utilize your third eye a lot better than you may have in the past, and see some progress and upgrades. Okay, so peace and love. If you guys like a session, I do sessions at clownlights.net. I also do art now on my Instagram. Check that out. So if you guys are interested, check out my website. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.